talking with people, we can let them know, hey, we're streaming on our website. Go check us out. Not many other ham clubs do that.
That's a good point.
We were wondering why we're not getting any viewers, but people are saying they're going to go to the site, and it dawned on us that
it's like, oh, we better
the part
check
of the
this out.
site that it was on was members only.
Oh.
Members
Yeah.
only. So I just had to take that off. So we should start seeing that better now.
So, do you have like a scan or search function that allows you to kind of see what's going on what channels, or how does that work?
Well,
or frequencies,
those exist.
I guess.
They do exist. And if we had his setup, we've got what we call a software-defined radio, and basically it uses a computer to scan, to listen in on all the broadcast frequencies all at the same time. And then what it does is it broadcasts up. You've probably seen the little waterfalls. Submarines use it for their sonar. They've got the little, and well, that's what SDR does. The software-defined radio does the little waterfall, and so you can see exactly where people are actually talking, and then you just click, okay, I want to talk to these people, and it pulls up the frequency, and then you just key up your little microphone off of your computer, and there you go.
Is this frequency in use?
Yep.
Is this frequency in use?
Now, does the military use any of these frequencies?
Not our ham frequencies, but they do use
CQ,
HF.
CQ.
That's where I got interested in ham radio, was in the military.
Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie calling CQ,
we were using HF all the time. We were ships out at sea, and the most economical way to communicate
CQ20. This is Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie.
Using HF
Whiskey
radio.
Mike 7 Romeo
So
Charlie
we
calling
always
CQ20,
jumped on
CQ20.
and,
Standing
talk
by.
to the real world, and we did have a couple people that were hams on our ship that actually did do a couple things off of our ship.
CQ. This is
cool.
Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie. Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie calling CQ. Standing by.
Oh yes. I was stationed in Alaska. My ship was in the Gulf of Alaska.
Hi.
Come on. This is the Red Mountain Park. Yes.
Okay, we can't find this Ramada.
Let's
turn left onto
CQ. Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie. Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie calling CQ.
Would have been I'm wondering.
CQ20. This is Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie. Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie calling CQ20.
Okay.
CQ20.
So what you're gonna need to do is let me pull up a map really quick.
Our first contact today was on 10 meters FM to a guy in North Carolina.
Park, though, and all the Ramadas are just around
50
the
watts.
park.
It was like I was listening to an FM radio station.
I know.
I like that FM mode because you can use your squelch.
So basically, you just turn by the high school, and then it'll be your first left.
What's the high school?
When you turn left out of
Hey,
here.
how's my radio
Bump
doing?
around,
Yeah.
Good?
Go back down on Brown Road.
Some part of me wants to put that in my car.
Right before the high school. It's the street right there.
Like you start driving around with that stuff all the time and it gets loose and out of
You'll see the high school
tune.
on your right, and you'll see this part will be on your left.
Yeah, I've been using it.
So we go back out.
Doing good. We have this one hooked up to that.
It'll show.
We've been doing all of our contacts off of this. This thing's doing great on tune.
Shade here so you can see.
I'm gonna go check out my
What about
kids, but
12?
I might
Take
be able
care,
to catch
man.
up with you in a minute
Yeah.
if you guys are still here.
So
got
this
it.
is where we
What about
are. This
12?
is
How
the
they
little
doing?
blue dot is where we are. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe stick it on.
Here's Brown Road.
And that's what we're going to go out on.
Yep.
Go back out, get on Brown Road.
Yep. Go here to the next road over.
Very good. Well, great to meet you, Jerry. You got a great signal. I'm sure you're going to do great. And we'll look forward to visiting with you when we get a chance.
Boulevard.
Roger. Thanks. See you later.
Boulevard. Yep. There's a road.
This is K7 X-Ray Hotel. Just checking things out here. K7 X-Ray Hotel.
Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie.
Is that Whiskey Mike 7 Radio?
Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie.
Right there.
Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie.
WM7RC. Good afternoon. Name here's Mike. 55, 5 and 5.
Sunny
Excellent.
Sun Valley
515.
Boulevard.
Sun Valley
Hold on,
Boulevard.
just one
Yes.
second. My SWR is
Sun
going off the
Valley
wall.
Boulevard.
Oh, that's no good. Better get that figured out.
Sun Valley.
Sun Valley.
And we're gonna turn right on Sun Valley. I mean
Turn left. Yep.
And then just follow till we see the entrance.
Yeah, and it's going to be the first entrance off to
What
the
frequency was
left.
that?
You're
Doing
welcome.
okay.
You're
Call sign
welcome.
here is K7XH, and just 123321. Sorry for all that. Anyway, didn't get the calls. Didn't get the name. If you got your SWR figured out, WM7RC from K7XH.
Okay, I think we got it figured out now. You hearing me?
Oh yeah, that's actually a lot stronger. What's the name?
The name here is Chad, Charlie Hotel Alpha Delta, and we are the Mesa Amateur Radio Club. I have you 10 over, by the way, 10 over in Mesa, Arizona.
What?
And we're doing Radio in the Park event. Radio in the Park, and yeah, your radio is sounding great. 10 over, like you're sitting right next to me.
Awesome, Chad. That's fabulous. I appreciate the report, and you're solid too. 5 and 9. Yeah, running a big stepper DB42 here and an FT5000, FTDX 5000. So certainly appreciate the signal report. You're sounding good. What was your SWR problem?
You know, I'm using a new MF Junk IntelliTuner, the 929 here on our club field radio. It's a TS140S, and it's not. You know, it's nice. I shouldn't call this one junk per se, but it shows me the power output as well as the frequency and the SWR all on one screen, and it was just jumping around. I think it's because I forgot to tune it once we got back down from 10 meters. But if you're near a computer, you can go to our website, whiskey-mike7romeo-charlie.org, WM7RC.org, and if you click on the live tab up on top, you'll see us. We're streaming a live video of this event right now, and you're on live video. QSO?
Oh, wow, that's cool. Yeah, I'm about to take a look. Unfortunately, I don't have a screen that I can mess with at the moment. You know how it goes, Chad. You don't want to bump the logging system before the contest. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean, QSO on that. Well, hey, you are sounding great, and I look forward to talking to you again in the future someday. Can I get your call one more time for our logging purposes?
Yeah, very good, Chad. We're glad to hang around if you want. We've got a few minutes here, about 13 minutes left. But there might have been another station hoping to break in. There was a guy whistling there over the top. He might have been wanted a signal check. Let me break with you for a sec, Chad, and see if I can help him out. The station that was whistling, were you looking for a signal check, or?
Hey. Hello. You smell better?
Perhaps not. Okay. Chad, just out of curiosity, as you've been listening to me, has my signal dropped out at all? I'm wondering if I got a intermittent foot switch here.
No, you're sounding great still.
Vinny,
you're anywhere
this is-
between
this is,
10 over
That's it.
and
I just say
5
Heather
so,
for
I mean,
some
it
strange
goes
reason.
back and forth, but you're sounding great. I didn't notice a difference.
Oh, let me make a little change here. Stand by one.
No, well,
Okay, that's
I don't know
about
what you call
10
it.
watts
What do you
out.
call
How's that
I
sound?
would consider you
Now
a member.
that's considerably
I
different,
joined on
but
the
you are
thing, but I
still
don't
5'9".
I don't,
Between
I've only
5,
been to like
5'7",
once,
5'9", and but you're completely readable. I mean, you sound great.
Yeah, okay, great. Just was curious what the difference was, so that's fantastic. Okay, good. Well, very good. Well, did you form that club down there? Is that something that's been around for a while, or what's the history there?
It's been around for a few years. It's composed of some members that broke off from another group nearby. That's a long story, neither here nor there. But yeah, we do more outdoor events. We don't do many meetings indoors and stuff. Most of our meetings and events focus on getting people out and getting their feet dirty and their hands dirty, and whether it be camping or just doing a radio in the park events like we're doing right now in a municipal park. That's more what we're about, more so than some of the other groups that will cram 80 people into a meeting room and talk about something that might not even be ham radio related.
Yeah, no, I got you. WM7RC from K7X Hotel. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm a member of the Western Washington DX Club, and I love it. It's great for what it's for. But I've had a whole lot more fun doing some of the summit stuff, which I'm trying to get a little better equipped to do. I love to climb, so I've had just a couple of summits that I've done, and then had radio with me. But I need to lighten up a little
Where's he
bit in
at?
some regards so that I can actually get up in some of the places I've been going. But the outdoor stuff is a lot of fun, isn't it?
It is a lot of fun. So what part of Washington are you in?
Wow, it does sound
Static.
Okay, I definitely have an intermittent foot switch I'm going to have to deal with here. I personally live in Renton, Washington, which is southeast of Seattle by about 5-6 miles as a crow flies, maybe a little more than that. And so do a lot of my climbing in the Cascades here, from Mount Hood in Oregon north.
Oh, it's a beautiful area. I know where you're talking about. Yeah, it's been many years since I've been up in that area.
So. I think he's at home.
I have an aunt and uncle that just bought some property in that area as well. I don't remember where exactly it was at, but I'll remember it in 5 minutes. Yeah, by the way, we're transmitting, I'm showing about 85, between 85 and 90 watts off the, actually we're on a homemade dipole. It's about a 75-foot dipole that's going into the coax there, and it's sitting about 25 feet off the ground. And yeah, beautiful day, 80 degrees with a light breeze here in Mesa, Arizona. From Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
I didn't put June in because we got field days. Put June in the list.
Okay, great, Chad. Awesome. I thought the foot switch was intermittent, and really what we're testing is the lockout switch here, so my bad. Yeah, okay, good on the relatives being up here. My uncle was chapter president of the Mountaineers, which is kind of what got me into all that, and it's a lot of fun. I actually climbed Mount Rainier earlier this year, and ended up really enjoying the heck out of that. But of course, I didn't take any radio gear up there. I was kind of focused on the climbing as opposed to radio, but it was a lot of fun. So I'm hoping to get set up so I can do some more of that kind of thing. That's a blast. And I got a son down your way. My son is in Prescott, Arizona, at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. So hoping to get some of the same kind of stuff done there too.
Yep. I'm a commercial pilot myself. I imagine that's probably why he's going there. That's a great school. I went to University of North Dakota, the ASU campus, which is the Embry-Riddle rivalry. So, but I won't hold that against you. So he's getting a good education up there in Prescott. I personally believe I've been through that campus many times, as well as the one in Florida, and he picked the better campus. Trust me, he gets about 300 flying days a year, which you can't beat in aviation.
Yeah, that's great. He's actually, his interest is actually outside of commercial flying, although he does love to fly. He's got his privates. He got it as a junior in high school. He went to a school up here called the Racebeck Aviation High School in Seattle, which is a pretty neat school, STEM school. He's actually on an astro track, astronautical engineering. And we're blessed. He's a double scholarship guy. So if you permit me to be a proud dad for a second, he got a full ride tuition scholarship from Embry-Riddle, combined with Glenn Racebeck from Racebeck Engineering up here in Seattle. And then the Air Force gave him a Type 7 as well. So he earned it. I mean, all to him. He just he didn't have. I mean, he had some fun in high school, but to be honest with you, he put a ton of hours in because he's always wanted to be an astronaut ever since he was a little kid. So the cool thing about it is he got into the right track with the right people, and that's where he's headed.
You should check out
that is great. They do. I have heard of that program there. Embry-Riddle is also very well known for the folks that do the business end of aviation. Whether it be aviation management or even just doing engineering. And
He's having fun.
Ironically, I just read an article. That's our little member in the background. I read an article where NASA is actually, for the first time in almost a decade, they're looking for astronauts right now. So that couldn't have come at a better time.
You know what, Chad? We got somebody who's preparing for the contest right below us who just completely annihilated most of what you said. But I think you were talking a little bit about the fact that you can learn the business end of aviation down there at Embry, which, of course, it's famous for. Of course, University of North Dakota is no slouch school either. That's a wonderful school. That was on his list if he didn't to go the direction that he wanted
My
to go.
son's on that
I'll
train.
give a good listen again here. Hopefully the guy right below us is going to be a little kinder to you this time. He just kind of came in, just stomped all over you. So hey, go again with what you were saying on Embry.
You pretty much got the gist of it. Yeah, I was just saying it's well known for its business end of things, especially even for engineering. But I just read an article, a NASA article, where for the first time in many years they're actually hiring for the space program, which was pretty uplifting considering the state of affairs with the economy and the space program.
Okay, so it's an ad that keeps blocking my brother.
Yeah, that guy's gonna walk all over it. So. Oh well, lost him.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Don't mean to be that guy, but I really appreciate it because I've been there for a while.
But my brother said that when he sees the video, he sees Vinny and Chad, and then it sticks. It freezes.
Yeah, so he just couldn't hear you, and so he jumped in there. But anyway, we're good to go now.
Hey, no problem, no problem. I'll probably be giving you a 73 here anyway. I've got to go make a bathroom break and a pizza break. So sure was good talking to you. Thank you for the QSO, and I'll try to set. Actually, you know what? The weather up in Renton's probably not too bad right now. Some of these guys we're talking to on the East Coast, they're dying for some of the weather that we have. So, hey, thank you for the QSO, my friend. And one more time on your call sign for the log. I can't believe I didn't get that. That guy's gonna just keep on talking to me. All right. Well, I guess we lost you.
Hey man, they just started clobbering you again. I don't know what the deal is. Nobody, you get around the contest and everybody forgets to ask if the frequency is in use. It's just, it's a shame we lose those habits. But anyway, hey, great talking to you, man. I don't know if you're going to participate in the contest too much here in a couple of minutes,
What
but
contest is going on?
love to put you in the log if you're gonna. And regardless, have a blast down there in the park. And we will look for you. We will be running K7 India radio. So, if you hear us, give us a holler. It'd be fun to make a queue, okay?
Roger, Roger. 73's to you, my friend. Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie.
All right, Chad. Great meeting you. Mike 7 Radio Charlie from Kilo 7 X-Ray Hotel. K7XH. Any others? QZ20 from K7 X-Ray Hotel. Any other stations we're calling there? I thought I had somebody breaking on the tail end. Whiskey 1 Mike Echo, Portable 3. Very nice to meet you, sir. Good afternoon. Almost good evening your time. 5:55-ish,
He says
56.
it's not. It's like it's coming and going. It'll go for a little bit and then it'll stop. Probably because I'm on cellular. Yeah, that's what he's thinking
Okay,
too.
5-9 in Delaware. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. What's your guys' weather like today?
It's getting old.
Spruce gray.
Well,
I'm in Eastern Washington in Moses
lipoma
Lake, Washington.
underneath
Go ahead.
his left arm.
Is that why he's limping?
And yeah, that's what we're thinking. So I'm gonna I gotta wait until I can get some money before I can get that work done. We're looking at $400 to $600. And
That's kind of
Yeah,
worth it.
good for you, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those people who are generally pretty forgiving, but maybe not at the beginning here, as evidenced by the guys that were clobbering my QSO previous to this.
No. He was on the very edge.
Primarily do
He was.
PSK then?
To be
Okay,
honest,
well, that's great. Well, I'm Mike, and I'm from Western Washington, actually from Renton, but anyway, just over here in Moses Lake for the contest. So, very good to meet you.
Yeah.
Okay. So who's the little member?
He is Wyatt. Wyatt.
Hi, Wyatt.
Hello.
Hi.
He's gonna be him.
Do you want to do Morse code today?
Oh sure. I'll just scream at the dog.
You guys have a dog at home?
No, that's why he's like tripping out because it's like I don't know what that is,
Yeah.
but it's hairy and it moves.
And it has eyes, huh?
Yeah. That's kind of funny. That would be a good spoof cartoon.
We've done better. We've had more contacts now than we did almost an entire weekend at the QSO party.
Yeah, the bands were crap.
Bands were horrible.
Yeah, they were horrible that weekend.
You could probably, I had that guy there jump down to 10 watts,
Yeah.
and I was still hearing
He
him.
was, yeah,
Perfect.
he was
Yeah.
really clear.
I say we get Wyatt a present for Christmas. Something that dits and dials drives his parents nuts.
Ah. He's like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I need to make myself actually do more.
That FM contact was cool. That's my
Yeah, yeah.
First time you
my
ever
pride
did
of the
it?
day. Oh no, I talk on 29.6 all the time at home, but I've never worked that guy. But I've noticed most of these guys on FM 10 meters, they're using handheld Motorola radios.
Okay.
A lot of
Okay.
them are.
Yeah, I use an HTX 10 mobile,
So-
25 watts.
Is that what you were on?
No, that
I
was
thought you were
20.
20, yeah.
Yeah. Earlier we were talking on 10.
Yep.
10 meters off this antenna is doing great.
Doing great. So
But I talked to a guy in North Carolina on FM, 50 watts. It's awesome.
I think we got our 10 meter antenna over there. We just
Yeah.
need I need to get Terry to come out with his antenna tuner so we can tune that up.
Yeah, and I want
Or
to
antenna analyzer, I should say.
I want to put the tone board in here so we can keep those repeaters.
Yes. Yes.
Tone board. An aftermarket, you can build it yourself.
Yeah.
Better turn
So
myself on.
I mean, it's not like we need to do a million tones. We need to do some.
You've always got the Yahoo that will go with
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and they can move it wherever. I mean, the doctor
No, that's
really
or
out 510, but still it's, I guess, I don't know if they're having issues here, but
United Blood Services, you give blood to them and they relentless. And they call me back every week.
Yeah, can you come in and give more blood? I gave you like 6 quarts yesterday.
Sounds interesting. It's a little different. And you enjoy. I'm not going to hold him any longer. I've held him long enough. You got plenty of other people that want to work here. So best 73 to you, and enjoy. WX0EK, November 2,
You see
Mike
the
Echo
puppy
Echo
dog?
73.
You see the puppy dog? Yeah? It's normal though.
Okay.
It's normal. We don't mind. Trust us, we don't mind.
Love the idea.
We don't mind. He's usually pretty good with older kids. He loves chasing around the older kids.
Good to hear you, Nick.
Younger kids, he's still kind of like, I don't know what in the world that thing is.
On about 20 miles from New York.
Is there not a power button under it? Power, adjust for power?
That would be the, I believe it would be the carrier, right? Yeah.
you see the puppy?
Yeah.
Puppy's beautiful.
Yeah, I remember one of my friends, she was 2 years old, started walking around and he would follow her around, and you know, if she got a little bit too far away, he would bark at her, and then she'd be like, and turn around and go back the opposite direction. And I was like, are you trying to...
You think that's neat, don't you? It's a puppy dog. Oh, is
I
that
like
cool?
dogs.
Is this frequency in use?
Kitty cats.
We don't have pets.
You don't have pets?
Don't you love that? You ask the frequencies in use because there's nobody talking, and so
Yeah,
it comes back and says,
yes.
yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's like, thanks. I'll move to a different frequency, but thank you. I need to,
Is this frequency in use?
reminds me, I need to contact ICOM because they have a, ICOM has a radio chart.
We'll see you later, buddy.
You too. Thanks, the name's Raymond.
Raymond?
On the
Thanks,
website, it's Bug Control.
84 HD 84 HD, that says Whiskey Michael 7 Romeo Charlie.
Dave, you have a good
20 over,
good space.
20 over in
Be
Mesa,
safe out there
Arizona,
where you're going.
207.
Is it Thanksgiving at your house? Well, Thanksgiving this weekend. We actually got to work Thanksgiving, but the weekend after. But yeah, we'll get some turkey in us. It'll be good. So happy holidays to you. Hope everything goes well. Roger. What do you work at? What's your job? I work in law enforcement up here in the suburbs of Chicago. Thanks. We do appreciate what you guys are doing. I got a nephew that's also in Justice Department, and so hey, thanks for being here.
Doing 50 watts out of a Kenwood TS 440 on a Alpha DX Senior vertical. Alpha DX Senior vertical. And if you go online to whiskeymichael7RomeoCharlie.org, that's WM7RC.org, you will see a live video feed of our QSO equipment.
I think cultures stay with us. But suddenly when I start talking that way, they may throw me in jail. But I think that somebody ought to pick some stuff up there. You guys are trying your best. The other language is, this country's safe so long as they let you do your work.
I'm sorry,
That's the language I want to say. This country is safe so long as they let you do your work.
Alpha Delta, and I have the club secretary Orion sitting next to me. Sincerely appreciate the answer back, and I look forward to seeing you on
Roger. I get excited. I do get excited when it comes up. You have a good, hey, you have a peaceful holiday, and thanks for working. A good Thanksgiving, okay?
WM7RC, this is AD4H3.
73, Paul, QRZ.
November 4, November Charlie 5.
CQ10, CQ10, this is Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie, Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie, calling CQ, terminators left. CQ10, this is Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie, Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie, calling CQ10 meters, CQ10 meters, CQ10 meters. I think when you're an often you can switch, right?
My boss.
Let's go down to radio 10 meters. Well, he sounded like he was next door.
Yeah, he did.
Let's
Yeah.
copy that.
That's right.
So maybe this should be a 10 meter.
Was awesome. In other words, he had a big antenna system on it. How about your antenna? Right now, you're sounding great. What you got for an antenna?
I'm wondering what the issue is.
Roger. Hey, you sound like you're sounding good there. Dan, you got any crap?
It's a good little radio.
It is.
In fact, actually, we put like 50 watts. I'm pretty sure we put about 100 watts on it with this one.
Yeah.
That one was 45
watts. Yeah. This is a nice little radio, and I'm glad that we have it.
I think if you ever decided to sell this one, I'd take the handle of the knob off that one.
And put it on there. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It's the same handle, same knob.
Well, I had an extra class last year, and so I got 10 or 20% more.
Awesome,
so I was making a little over 60.
I brought the
I think the thesis
G5RV
today,
with me.
if you have a master's in 30
run that too, you know?
credits, which in a way is, I think you got almost equivalent.
I have to go over and I have to go buy
I'd say you could probably in this town you could probably make a low 70s
because I need to get it up
higher.
higher.
That's about what I left with too. I wound up with 37 years.
I just hate climbing.
Because I bought military time and university time, but the interesting thing about me was that I hired in as a technician, and after a while they came to me and they said, you really can't be as dumb as you look, so we're going to put you in the classroom and teach. I said, but I'm not certified, I don't have a college degree. They said, we'll call you an instructor then. So I wound up I wound up in the teacher union without teacher benefits and still getting overtime. QSL.
Okay, you're going to be probably taking
You're
the
lucky
202.
to get overtime. You don't get overtime in this town, I'll tell you that.
Where we were the last
the
time?
vocational teachers here in the county, that's a different system. And they make a little bit more, but they work they work
north
another
on
month,
the 202.
under contract. I think they're on an 11-month contract, and
it'll be
the other teachers are 10.
Stoplight,
And
then turn left into the park.
Certification has really become a problem in our state now. The state legislature they tried to pass. In order to crush the teachers, that's why they want to do it. For years, you had to have a certain
kids kind of
certification, and the certification was tough to get. Quite frankly, you had to have, for example, I couldn't teach high school math because I'd never done teaching in a high school. And I think that's still true, but maybe not now. I don't know. But I could. Our good governor and the state legislature try to push this thing through. You didn't have to have a college degree at all in order to teach in a public school on certain subject areas. And I don't know. I've run across some natural teachers who don't have college degrees, and I think. It's a shame that they have laws like that, but there should be some way of getting around that. But on the other hand, you gotta you should have some sort of qualifications, minimum requirements. Otherwise, you don't know who's going to answer that. And then it's just what they're attempting to do here is lower the certification requirements. Stadium, Santa Clara Stadium. Pero pagkagaling ka ng San Jose,
Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie.
Any call for us? I thought he did. I thought he said Whiskey Mike Station.
Juliet, no copy.
Whiskey Michael 7 Romeo Charlie.
Kilo.
7 Romeo Charlie, good afternoon. This is W6OI stroke 4. Name is Terry, GTH near near Pensacola. I'll get it right. Near Tallahassee, Florida, over.
Got you in Tallahassee. How about that? And I got your call as Whiskey 60I stroke 4, is that correct?
Well, you're close. It's Whiskey 6 Oscar India stroke 4. It's a club call sign for 1010 International. My own call is November 0 Tango Whiskey, over.
QSO. And we too are a club right now. We're operating radio in the park. And the call is Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie. You can look us up online. We are streaming live video on our website right now. Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie. And I have you 10 over in Mesa, Arizona. Copy.
Well, thank you for the 10 over report. You're 5 and 9, 59 here in near Tallahassee, Florida, over.
So we got you, like I said, 10 over. Sometimes bouncing to 20 over. It sounds like you're next door to me. I appreciate the QSO. Good luck to you. From Whiskey Mike 7 Romeo Charlie, W6 Oscar India stroke 4.
7-3. This is W6OI stroke 4 QRZ.
Boy, it's doing great on 10.
I love Victor Echo 8. Try it again.
That's pretty cool.
Just bought a new
Let's just hop right off of that for right now. Let's do that. That way we don't cross talk with each other.
Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use?
CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey Michael 7, Romeo Charlie. Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie, the West Mesa Amateur Radio Club, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ10, CQ10 from the Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie, West Mesa Radio Club. Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie, the Mesa Amateur Radio Club, calling CQ10, CQ10. CQ10, CQ10 meters, CQ10 meters. Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie. Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie, the West Mesa Amateur Radio Club. Mesa Amateur Radio Club. Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie, calling CQ10, CQ10. Standing by. Everybody's gone. CQ10, CQ10, CQ10. This is Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie. Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie. The Mesa Amateur Radio Club in Mesa, Arizona, calling CQ10, CQ10. CQ10, CQ10, CQ10. Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie. Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie. The Mesa Amateur Radio Club, Radio in the Park event, calling CQ10, CQ10. CQ10, CQ10, CQ10 from the Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie, Mesa Amateur Radio Club, Radio in the Park event. CQ10, 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 Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie. Change up.
CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie. Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie. Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie, calling CQ, 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 and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie. Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie, calling CQ, 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 and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie. Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie, calling CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey Mike 7, Romeo Charlie.